Yeah. What shitty video was that, y'all? Yeah. Um, Miami Heat got Boston Celtics got screwed, y'all. I just made a shitty video. Sorry about that, man. No 12, but man, did Boston got robbed. Oh, I remember that series they had last year, Golden State. Golden State could have never put them away. I don't like the fact that Miami beat Boston because in the long run, you have to go back and say to yourself, was that the right move? You also got to look at it. That wasn't very smart of Miami to beat a team like that because you basically fucked up your chances of credibility. You knew if you beat somebody, you don't have the potential to beat a team like that. You're asking yourself, is this the right move? If I go to game 7, why did I say fuck it? You know what I'm saying? It you know that you do not have the star power to go against Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and Jeff Green. You don't have the kind of it factor like Boston does. And if I'm Jason, I'm ready. And then all of a sudden, to tell the guys to have Miami go over? No. Brad Stevenson's bust his ass to build his team. You got guys like Marcus Smart. You got guys like Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Al Horford. Come on. Do you really think Miami stand a chance against this team? They look out of place. I'm sorry. They don't even belong in the arena or them. They look so out of place. You see, when he was running the pick and rolls, you see, give me an example. He went round the pick and roll screens. Gene Butler was going through every single one of the plays. And and, and you see the triangle. You see when he goes through that right cut, he goes through the middle. And that was beating them. What beat them so much? Example. 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 Let me show you an example. Stupid pick and rolls cuts. Stupid examples of pick and roll cuts. You see these squares here? There's 5 squares. This is Miami. This is Denver. See these squares here? You see these cuts? You see these pick and rolls? They coming over here. One is double teaming here, the paint. One is outside in the ring. One is right here on this man right here in the cut ring. So please tell me if this makes sense. You coming from this pick and roll here. You're trying to trap the big man. And Jokic is outside already. He's right here. So why I don't understand why you're picking up on Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray should be warming around. He's coming through there. Jamal Murray has the ball. He's picking up on court. He's running around. Jeff Green is in the corner like always. A corner specialist. Jeff Green can hit a good corner 3. So please tell me why is Jimmy Butler picking up on a weak ass Jeff Green, who's like 35 years old, can't blow by anyone like this is boss. This guy, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't understand why would you go with such a bad team. I'm not saying they're a bad team. They're gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why Denver won this year is because Boston was not in there. Brad Stevenson's is not his fault because he needs to understand how the NBA system works. Miami, how can you pick Miami? Obviously, the Celtics are the favorite to be rigged for. Who hates Boston that much to have them lose the championship? I need to have Jason and Jalen win it. Jason needed, I was really going for him. I said, my prediction, I was going for Phoenix and Boston because no one was beating KD. But I was wrong. Then I went for Boston and Dallas. But then I said, I was wrong. This team, I said Boston Trailblazers, I was wrong because Damian Lillard is not showing up. He doesn't have a cast to show up around him. So I don't know why such a great player will understand that he's getting robbed. They hate creating next things because they see a young, they scared of tormenting legacy, so they bury legacy. They bury the young talent. They putting over nonsensical teams. The only reason, and the second reason, the only reason why Denver won is because Joel Embiid got that MVP over Jokic. That's why Joel Embiid. That's why Jokic won that MVP because Joel Embiid won the regular season MVP. So they know what they say. Okay, they rigged that for Jokic. That was all Jokic. That had Jokic's name written all over it. Okay, if you're not a fan of basketball, I don't know what to tell you because that was Nikola Jokic riggery. Okay, that was to create another Dirk Nowitzki of the NBA. Okay, that Joel Embiid was to set up Jokic to win the Finals MVP. That was robbed. They robbed a good Boston team. I know. You know, that's the thing. It's a big man's world now. It's just all about big man now. Don't put focus on other people. Not saying Denver's a bad team. They're a great team. I don't know who's the coach. I gotta find out. But whoever's coaching that team is doing a hell of a job because they beat Lakers. I'm not saying they beat a good team because LeBron is 38. LeBron is washed. Okay. Got 80, got mashed up legs. They got good young players. They got reasoning guys. Those guys are ready to go to the finals, but LeBron days on the finals are done. But that's like his 25 appearance in 20 seasons in 30 years. No, we need young blood. And I was really sad that Boston lost because Boston had great star power. Marcus Smart would have never let Jamal Murray score any buckets. Let's be real here. A good lockdown shooting guard defender would have gave Jamal Murray hold him to 14, 20-something points. He would have never even blow past him. And you also got to look at it. Do you think Jokic is going to go up in the paint with Al Horford or Tristan Thompson? Let's be real. You think those little Hulk shots and little floaters, them shits, they're going to get thrown over the other side. Do you think Aaron Gordon could guard Jason Tatum? Are you not that stupid? Or do you think Michael Porter could lock down Jaylen Brown? No, that's not happening. They had no chance. If they were to meet, they had no chance. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Jamal Moore would be held to 15 points every game. From game 1 to 7 to how long they're going to stretch the series to. That was a broomstick for Boston. Because I know deep down in my heart, deep down from a shadow of doubt, Boston was so much more experienced and more ready and more humble from last year losing to getting their first run. They wasn't gonna win. And I told them, I don't know if Draymond said something to Jalen and one of them about they'll be back. I think I don't know why would he tell one of the players they'll be back. Only to which that's basically bad luck. So you're telling somebody you'll be back. Only next year they don't go back. So Draymond Green, you're an asshole for telling the guys they'll be back. I wish they were back. Because if they were back, they'd have won the championship this year. But sorry, they cheated for them and they lost. Next year, I don't know. Talking about Jaylen Brown going to Houston. I don't know where Jason is going, but this team is done. And they're right. Jason and those guys are right all along. The NBA is rigged. It's all about stars. It's not about a team anymore. It's not a team. It's all about who's the better big man. It's a battle between freaking Shaq and Dirk Nowitzki all over again. Jokic is Nowitzki and Joel Embiid is Shaquille O'Neal. It's bullshit. Shit. Who's better? Oh, this guy got an MVP. Well, if Joel Embiid's not going the MVP, Joel Embiid's going the MVP, well, you might as well your Jokic win the finals and have him win the MVP. So it could go neck and neck. I told you, the NBA is fuckery. And you're not seeing the conspiracy theory. They paid 2 big men to win back-to-back MVPs. 2 giants, larger-than-life people to win just because of star power. Like, that's bullshit. You don't have a player win a finals MVP and then have one win regular season MVP. Like, what is this? 2 times in a row? Like, yeah. Boston got robbed. Can't do nothing. It's all about big man. Adam Silver was focused on the 2 biggest studs in the NBA right now. Shit. What can you do? They didn't want Jokic to cry like a bitch. They have to have him win the championship. That's why Miami basically won. Because they know if they put Boston there, Denver don't have a chance. So they went with a lighter team in mind because they know Miami don't have a chance to beat Denver. They have no star power. Jimmy is not a star. Don't get that out of your ass. Let them gas him up, give him a couple buckets, and get some easy 30, 40-point games. Kyle Lowry's washed up. Tyler Herro's injured. Robinson is a joke. Bio is just a wannabe Dwight Howard from Orlando. Don't get that over your head. It is a weak team. And Spoelstra, you may look young, but your mindset is washed. I'm sorry. Pat, he can't do anything at this moment. UD, what were you going to do? Well, I might as well call LeBron to just film for Miami and just have them play. Like, if they had Westbrook, I would understand if they had Westbrook. They don't have Westbrook. So, Miami got fucked. You see, if you went for Damian Lillard, I would respect that. Or Kyrie Irving, I would respect that too. But he didn't draw for any of those star players. You would have had star power, but you don't have star power. You have bum power. The bums, the guys who are going to get gassed up to the NBA rounds. Once that gas happens, they can't handle the pressure. Jimmy Butler went into Jimmy Buster. His new name is Jimmy Buster, okay? And that's all I can tell you. That guy you gassed up named Jimmy Buckets is now Jimmy Buster. Because he's a boss. All those guys, the Miami Heat bombers, that's all they are. They always disappoint. 2020, they disappoint. 2022, they disappoint. And always talking about how no one likes LeBron. LeBron already killed his team already. This team is a joke. Okay? This team should have never beaten Boston. I don't care what no one says. This team should have never beaten Celtic. That's why I'm making a rant say, I wanted them to win. I never get what I want. No one should get what they want. This team is logically the favorite team. You had the next, basically the 12, 13, 11, 13 Miami Heat with Will LeBron. You potentially had the new Dwayne and LeBron James and Chris Bosh, now Horford, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. And let all that go down the drain. All that. For a bum-ass team, for a 50-year-old Kevin Love and a burn-up Washington, an 80-year-old Haslam, and a freaking 50-year-old Kyrie Lowry, 35-year-old Kyrie Lowry, and let all that go down the drain. What for what reason? It's rigged because they pick the teams they want. They don't pick the teams you satisfy, you want. Pick teams you want. How can you say that Miami's better than Boston when they don't have a stronger depth? A depth means they don't have no engine or no pressure, no high stakes. Depth means it means that you lose steam because you want to be the more focused on the team, but you don't have steam. You put Boston in depth, that means you are losing their credibility, how good they are, by putting them against a team like Miami, when Miami's not even better than Boston. So you're basically ruining your life for Boston. When you know that Boston is way better than you and they have a better defensive team and offense team. So Brad Stevenson know his time is now. And Brad Stevenson know Erik Spoelstra's time is up. So there's no reason for that team. They'd have never even won a game. You could even pay me money to see Boston lose. I'll take my money. This team is better than Miami. This team should have never even beaten Boston. I swear to you. They got closer and closer because they stay hungry. They're sharks. They never they're never full. They are fighter living breathing animals. They're always hungry till morning and night. We're in the gym working out. Those guys stay in the gym till they sleep in the gym. So it makes no sense to have these guys run around and do sets when they know they're going to lose. When you know you're going to rob the right team. They did this with Miami in 2011. This is the same scenario. But what if I were to put that in scenario? Clear geologically, Denver is geologically the favorite. Denver, logically the underdog. Miami should nowhere be the favorite. Game 1, Game 2 should have been in Denver. And Game 3 and Game 4 in Denver. But game one, game two should have been in Denver. Because Miami is not better than Denver. What's the point? Whoever's get game one, game two, that means you're better than, and you're the favorite. What's the point of having Miami match up against Denver? They're not even better than them. You were wrong. When you play a team, you have them go all the way. Doesn't mean you gotta protect LeBron James' legacy. Break LeBron James' legacy. Shit, Curry got 4 rings. What's the point? Curry didn't been in the league longer than LeBron, and he matched LeBron. That don't mean shit. You're bugging. This whole team has 4 rings like LeBron, so what's the difference? You gotta kill legacy. You could break it. Come back from 3-1 and beat them and win the series. Don't have them destroy you. Oh my gosh, poor Boston. I'm probably thinking to myself, he let his favorite player down. I'm telling him that he needs to understand that he got robbed. This team got robbed. That's what I'm telling you. They got robbed because of their bullshit manipulation tactics. Picking the conspiracy theory, rigging games, because it's a battle between the two big men. Because Joel Embiid wants to play. It's because it's big men. Because they want Joel Embiid to win the regular season MVP, and they want Jokic in the Finals MVP. That's all it is. So they can share the spotlight. Ooh, look, I got a toy. Now we got a toy. Now we have both toys. So there's no reason for you to be upset. That's all it is. I'm done.